Hello, my name is Violet River Ports, and so when I was younger, I was abused by my stepfather quite a lot. And what I mean by that simply is, I gotta adjust the camera. What I mean by that simply is, he knew martial arts, and he also knew how to manipulate children very well. And he manipulated me into considering that I needed to be extremely hyper-masculine in order to live my life. In order to be a man, I had to cultivate a lot of values that I didn't want to cultivate. And I was also being abused physically. He would do a lot of martial arts moves and stuff like that. A lot of holds and a lot of twists and a lot of ways to manipulate my body weight and stuff like that against me in ways that would not leave any physical marks, but which would hurt in ways that would leave me screaming and leave me, in a lot of pain, afterwards. And he did this to try to toughen me up, but also to kind of get his own thing out, because his father was extremely abusive. His father would beat my stepfather to a pulp every single day. My stepfather's father would beat him every day, and he would try to humiliate him and make him cry and stuff like that, just for the enjoyment out of it, People are abused. People have a lot of things that happen in their lives that affect them. I had it really, really good as a kid. I had a lot of toys. I had, a mom that was very agape in her love, very selfless in her love, and, if I really wanted something, if I needed something, I didn't really go without. I was always fed, pretty much any time. I didn't really ever, severely go hungry. If I did, it was kind of my own fault, really. So, I had a really good childhood, but nevertheless, I felt extremely discontented, and I felt cheated, I felt lied to, I felt unfairly given this masculine body when I deeply wanted a feminine body. And I also believed that if I was female, that I wouldn't have to deal with all of these things that I was dealing with at the time. And what I was really dealing with was just trying to not be so confused and so uncertain. But, it didn't really work out in my favor. I was still very confused and I was still very uncertain. So, I don't know. I went through a lot of my childhood trying to figure out some stuff. And what I figured out was that maybe I should try this whole transgender thing and see if that's a solution. So, I told my mom when I was 17, I think I'm transgender. I don't think I'm gay. I think I was born into the wrong body. I've been extremely depressed. I didn't pay attention to school. I didn't do anything in school. I slept a lot in high school and played a lot of video games. I played video games just nonstop throughout most of my life. Just video games was my biggest method of escapism. And there was also so much stuff imposed upon me that I didn't even realize was imposed upon me, to kind of push me in the direction that masculinity was something that I should be afraid of, or not. And well, it's something that I should try to fight. That I should be fighting my biology all the time, and that it's okay to do so. And I really looked up to a lot of women, a lot of strong women, and I wanted to be just like them. I didn't really think or consider that there are these divine masculine and feminine energies in our world, in our universe, and that these energies are the basis of our reality. I just considered I was, a globetard. I thought I was a monkey spinning on a ball through space by accident, that all of this was by accident. So it made sense to me in some sense that changing my gender was an option. But I'll leave off from there. Love and wholeness.